Hi everyone, this is the Nordic Venture Show, your guide to the exciting world of Nordic startups and venture capital. In today's episode, we're exploring a startup called Enfuce.
All right, so today we are going deep into card issuing and processing
Oh, yeah.
with Enfuce.
Sounds good.
And, I think the main thing with this deep dive that we want to figure out is how they're making it, easier for businesses to create and manage their own card programs.
Yeah, for sure. And without needing, a PhD in fintech.
Right.
Right. That's the key.
Yeah, none of that, no.
No.
And,
It's a complex world.
yeah, and Enfuce, they are doing some really interesting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we'll kind of dig into that.
Yeah. What I think is so fascinating about them is how they're taking this, traditionally super complex process
Mm-hmm.
of issuing cards and payments and everything and making it, much more accessible
Yeah.
to a lot of companies, all kinds of companies.
Yeah, so like you were saying, not needing a PhD in fintech, it's like
Yeah.
they handle every step of the way.
Absolutely. Every single step of the journey, from issuing the cards to processing the payments, and they're global.
Oh, wow.
So their reach is huge.
Okay, so it's like they're a one-stop shop
It is.
for any business that wants to get into the card game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
a game changer, especially for smaller companies.
Right.
They might not have the bandwidth, the resources to build everything themselves
Right.
from scratch.
Yeah, so a startup that has this great idea
Yeah.
could use them to launch a card for their customers.
Totally. And they could do it just as easily as a huge corporation,
Wow.
which is pretty powerful.
Yeah, that is really powerful. I'm hearing, modular platform a lot.
Yes.
What is that? What does that actually mean for someone who wants to use Enfuce?
So it's actually really cool. You can think of it like building with Legos.
Okay.
So you pick and choose the features you need, no more, no less.
Oh, interesting.
Right. You're not paying for a bunch of stuff you'll never use.
Right.
So if you need expense management tools, click, they're in.
Got it.
Want real-time transaction data, click, done. It's all about customization
Yeah.
and efficiency.
So they're all about flexibility.
Mm-hmm.
But then what about when your business starts to grow?
Yeah.
Can their platform, can it handle that? Can it scale?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Enfuce is built on this really robust cloud-based system
Mm-hmm.
that can handle huge amounts of transactions.
Mm-hmm.
So as your business scales, your card program can seamlessly scale with it.
Okay.
No need to worry about hitting any roadblocks.
So that has to be a huge relief for any business that
Yeah.
that wants to grow.
Totally.
But let's talk about security.
Yes.
Because I think that's top of mind
Of course.
for a lot of people, especially when you're talking about,
sensitive
just
data.
financial stuff. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And this is really where Enfuce shines. We're talking 99.999% uptime,
Wow.
247 fraud monitoring,
Okay.
and a whole team that's dedicated to handling any disputes
Uh-huh.
that might pop up.
Okay.
They're compliant with all the major regulations, PCI DSS.
Mm-hmm.
That's the gold standard for protecting your card data.
Right.
So Enfuce knows that. Security is non-negotiable.
Right.
So they've made it like a cornerstone of your platform.
Yeah. So it's not just about,
Yeah.
keeping your data locked up in a vault. They're going above and beyond that.
Way above and beyond, yeah.
Yeah. And they're offering some pretty cutting edge technology
Yeah, for sure.
as well.
Yeah. Think like card apps
Mm-hmm.
with real-time data updates, so you can see what's happening with your card program whenever you want.
Okay.
They also have advanced payment processing
Mm-hmm.
capabilities that can handle transactions from all over the world
Oh, wow.
in any currency.
Okay.
And then for the data-driven folks out there,
Yeah.
Enfuce offers APIs that give you deep insights into your card program,
Okay.
so you can make smarter decisions.
So you can really see what's going on and how to make the most of it.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's a lot. I'm kind of geeking out a little bit here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really interesting, but sometimes with, all this advanced tech, you just get lost, right?
Oh, yeah.
You get lost in a sea of jargon
Oh, absolutely.
and, confusing explanations, and
Yeah,
you need someone to kind of break it down.
Yeah.
So is Enfuce good at that?
they are. That's something they like totally get.
Okay.
They're really known for their clear communication style.
Okay.
They cut through the jargon and make sure everything is super clear for their clients.
Okay, so I don't need to like decode a secret language
Yeah.
to figure out, what's going on with my card program.
No secret decoder ring required.
Okay, good. That's a huge plus.
Yeah. And it's not just talk. They've got the receipts.
Oh.
They've got a track record
Yeah.
of success stories with companies of all sizes.
Let's hear about some of those.
Yeah, let's do it.
I mean, I always like to see how,
Real world.
this stuff plays out in the real world.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So one that comes to mind is Pleo.
Okay.
They're a company that helps businesses manage their expenses.
Okay.
And they were able to expand into 6 new markets
Wow.
super quickly and smoothly thanks to Enfuce.
That's impressive because I can imagine trying to navigate the regulations and the logistics of
Oh my God.
launching in multiple countries
Yeah,
would be like
a nightmare.
a total nightmare.
Without the right partner,
Right.
for sure.
Yeah. So,
And it's not just about speed.
okay.
Memo Bank,
Uh-huh.
which is a digital banking platform, they were super impressed with Enfuse's like no-nonsense communication style.
Okay. Yeah.
They felt like Enfuce was really speaking their language,
Mhm.
understood their vision,
Yeah.
which made the whole process so much easier.
So it's like a real partnership. Yeah,
not
just
just
transactional.
A transactional, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
And the results, speak for themselves.
Yeah.
Rocker, which is another fintech company, was able to roll out new features and like make their product even better with Enfuse's solution.
Mm-hmm.
They saw a direct impact on their business, which is what it's all about
Right.
at the end of the day.
Right. Yeah, that's what matters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're seeing how Enfuce is helping businesses like grow and innovate,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm also kind of seeing a theme here of like empowerment.
Yes.
It's like they're
Leveling the playing field.
giving these companies of all sizes access to like sophisticated tools
For sure.
that maybe in the past were only available to,
The big guys.
the huge companies.
Exactly, yeah. Think about it, like, traditionally, only huge financial institutions with tons of resources could even think about offering, like, a custom card program.
Yeah, it's a total like,
Members-only club. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But Enfuce is changing that.
Okay.
So by making this technology available to everyone, they're fostering innovation.
Right.
They're increasing competition.
Mm-hmm.
And ultimately you, the consumer, benefit
Right.
from more choices
Yeah.
and better services.
Yeah. So it's almost like they're democratizing finance,
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
which is like a pretty wild concept when you think about it.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
And it goes beyond just like the technology itself.
Okay.
Remember that emphasis on like open communication
Mm-hmm.
and partnership we talked about earlier?
Yeah.
That's not just like,
Marketing.
a marketing tactic.
Yeah.
It's really part of their core philosophy.
Okay.
Like they genuinely work hand in hand with their clients.
Mm-hmm.
They understand their needs, their
Yeah.
challenges. It's really cool to see.
Yeah, so it's like, they're not just like selling you a product
Right.
and then walking away.
Exactly. And that's key.
They're there to like help
Yeah.
you along the way.
Absolutely.
And it's like they're like, a tech savvy friend who also happens to be a financial expert.
Or like a mentor almost.
Yeah, guiding you, through the process.
Yeah.
So we talked about, the tech, the success stories, and kind of the philosophy.
Mhm.
But, for our listener out there, I think the question is, how does this all impact me?
That's the big question, right?
Yeah, like how does this actually like play out in my life?
Yeah. Think about your own experiences with cards,
Okay.
whether it's your, credit card, your debit card,
Mhm.
or even like a prepaid card for a specific purpose.
Yeah, or maybe you're a business owner who's thinking about, starting a loyalty program
Totally.
or offering, employee benefits
Mm.
through a card.
For sure.
So,
Like all these innovations happening behind the scenes,
yeah.
powered by companies like Enfuce, they're shaping how you interact with the financial world.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's not just some like abstract concept in the, tech sphere. It's
Yeah.
actually it's impacting our lives.
It's real.
Yeah. It's making our financial lives easier,
For sure.
more secure, more personalized.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it goes even further than that, right?
Yeah.
These advancements are like opening up a whole world of possibilities.
Yeah.
Imagine getting a microloan, like instantly at the point of sale.
Oh, wow.
If you need like a little extra cash
Yeah.
or seamlessly integrating your card with other financial services to manage your money better.
Okay, now we're talking about some future stuff.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
The potential is huge.
Yeah.
And companies like Enfuce are leading the charge.
Mm-hmm.
They're pushing the boundaries of what's possible
Right.
in this world.
And they're kind of making it up as they go, it seems like.
A little bit, yeah. They're figuring it out.
Which is exciting to say.
Frankly.
So for our listener, I think, the takeaway here is that the world of payments is becoming more flexible, more personalized, more accessible
For sure.
than ever before.
Yeah, and it's happening really fast.
Yeah.
What was once exclusive territory, for these massive institutions is now within reach of any business.
Right.
With a vision.
That's a really cool thought.
It is.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty inspiring.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like we covered a ton of ground already.
Yeah.
From the, really the nuts and bolts of Enfuce's platform to kind of the impact that it's having on the entire
Big picture.
Yeah.
Financial world.
The whole landscape. Yeah, absolutely. And we can't forget about the human element too, right?
Yeah.
The importance of communication and partnership and understanding. It's not just algorithms and code.
Yeah. It's about people working together to create something really cool.
Right, exactly. Yeah. But hold on, because we're not done yet.
Oh, there's more.
We still need to dive into some of the specific features that Enfuce offers.
Okay.
And how they're being used in the real world.
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right. So let's get into that.
Okay, so let's get into some of these features.
Yeah, let's zoom in on some of the cool stuff. We talked about Enfuce's digital first approach, but what does that actually look like?
Right.
For the everyday user.
Yeah, for someone who's actually using this.
So picture this. You get this brand new shiny card, right? Powered by Enfuce.
Okay.
But instead of fumbling for your wallet, you pull out your phone, you add it straight to Apple Pay or Google Pay.
Okay.
Boom, you're ready to tap and pay in seconds.
Okay, I'll admit I'm a sucker for anything that lets me leave my wallet at home.
Right.
Yeah, it's so bulky.
It is.
But is it really secure though? Yeah, that's the beauty of it.
Okay.
Digital wallets actually have some of the strongest security measures out there.
Okay.
We're talking tokenization, so basically your actual card details are replaced with this unique code
Okay.
every time you make a purchase. So even if someone gets their hands on that code,
Yeah.
they can't actually use your card info.
So it's like a secret handshake between
Yeah,
me and the terminal.
only you in the payment terminal now. Yeah.
I like it. Yeah. What about for businesses?
Yeah.
How does Enfuce help them?
One word: control.
Okay.
They give businesses this crazy level of control over their card programs.
Okay.
That's pretty unheard of.
What do you mean control?
So imagine being able to set spending limits for your employees' company cards
Okay.
right from your phone,
Oh, wow.
or restrict transactions
Okay.
to specific types of vendors, or even set up real-time authorization rules.
Wait, so I could create a card that only works at office supply stores
Yes.
and has a daily limit.
Right.
So no more
Surprise charges.
yeah, questionable purchases.
Right, for those team building activities.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's all about giving businesses the tools to manage their spending,
Right.
minimize risk, and make sure their cards are being used responsibly.
Responsibly. Yeah.
And if something, fishy does happen, Enfuce has a whole arsenal of fraud prevention and dispute management tools
Okay.
to keep you covered.
So they got you covered. All right. So we've talked about, keeping things secure, but,
Yeah.
I'm also hearing about something called BIN sponsorship.
Yes.
I'm not going to lie. That sounds a little intimidating.
Yeah, it's a mouthful,
Yeah, it's a mouthful.
but I'm happy to break it down.
Okay, please.
So BIN stands for bank identification number,
Right.
which is that string of digits on your card that identifies the issuing bank.
Right. Okay.
So traditionally, if you wanted to issue cards for your business, you had to partner with a bank and use their BIN.
So it's like wearing someone else's name tag at a party.
Totally, yeah. You're borrowing someone else's identity,
Yeah.
essentially. But with Enfuce's BIN sponsorship,
Okay.
businesses can actually issue cards
Mm-hmm.
with their own unique bin.
So it's like I finally get to wear my own name tag.
Exactly. You can just show up as yourself.
Yeah, and everyone knows who I am.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's it. That's got to be a game changer for brands.
It's a huge opportunity to create like a distinct identity
Right.
for your card program.
Yeah.
Reinforce your brand.
Yeah.
And plus, having your own bin in gives you more flexibility and control
Okay.
over things like fees and interchange rates,
Right.
which can be a big deal for optimizing your revenue.
Right. Yeah, that makes a huge difference.
It does, yeah.
So we've got security, control, branding, all in one.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the data?
Yeah.
Is it just sitting there, or can businesses actually do something with it?
No, it's not just sitting there. Enfuce is all about like transparency, making the data work for you.
Okay.
So their platform gives businesses real-time visibility
Mm-hmm.
into their card programs so you can see spending patterns.
Oh.
You can analyze transaction data
Mm-hmm.
and really understand how your cards are being used.
So instead of just like guessing,
Yeah, you're not flying blind.
I can actually see which departments are spending the most.
Exactly. Or what types of purchases are most common.
Oh, okay.
Right.
That's cool.
Yeah. And it's not just about the raw data. They also have some like really cool reporting and analytics tools
Okay.
that help you turn that data into like actual insights.
Right.
So imagine having a dashboard that gives you this clear picture of your card program's performance.
Okay.
So you can make like smarter decisions about your business.
Data is power.
It is.
Okay, but what about actually using that data?
Yeah.
Like, can I connect my card program to other systems?
Totally. That's where APIs come in.
Okay.
Enfuce's APIs let you like seamlessly integrate
Okay.
your card program with other platforms,
Mm-hmm.
like your accounting software,
Right.
CRM systems, you name it.
Okay.
It's all about streamlining your operations and making your life easier.
It's starting to sound like they've thought of everything.
I know, right? It's pretty impressive.
Yeah. I mean, we've covered a lot. Like, I'm pretty impressed with everything that they're doing.
Yeah, they're definitely at the forefront of this whole payments revolution.
Yeah.
They're really pushing the boundaries,
Mhm.
empowering businesses of all sizes
Right.
to embrace like the full potential of modern card programs.
Mhm.
And they're making the world of finance, more accessible and more innovative.
Right. And it's not just about the tech, it's about their commitment to,
Yeah,
partnership.
human element.
Yeah, and transparency
Mm.
and understanding the needs of their clients.
Absolutely. It's about people working together to create something like truly exceptional.
Yeah, I think you said that perfectly. It really does sound like they thought of like everything.
Yeah, it's pretty comprehensive.
Yeah. But okay, so we've talked about all this stuff, but we haven't even really gotten into like
Some specific.
some of the specifics of like the features and
Mm-hmm.
how they're being used.
Right. Yeah.
Ah.
Let's get into some of that.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
So, okay, think about, the modular platform
Mm-hmm.
and all these features you can pick and choose from.
Okay.
One of the really interesting things is that they offer is something called like virtual cards.
Okay.
Have you heard of those?
Yeah, I've heard of them, but I don't really like fully understand, how they work and what the benefits are.
Yeah, so basically it's like a digital version of a physical card.
Hmm.
But the cool thing is you can create them like instantly
Oh, wow.
and use them for online purchases or even over the phone.
Okay.
And they're really secure because, the card details they're not tied to your actual bank account.
Oh, okay. So that's a good security feature.
Huge security. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge.
So, I mean, how are companies actually using these?
So lots of different ways. One way is for like managing subscriptions.
Okay.
So let's say you have a bunch of different software subscriptions,
Mm-hmm.
For your business.
Mhm.
You can create a separate virtual card
Okay.
for each one.
Got it.
So it's really easy to track your spending.
Okay. So that makes it easier to kind of like see where your money is going.
Exactly. And if you need to cancel a subscription, you can just, cancel the virtual card
Oh, okay.
and you're done.
So you don't have to like call
Just
up.
go through the whole hassle.
Yeah, and go through the whole. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. No, it's super convenient.
That's really cool. Okay.
Yeah. And another popular use case is for employee expenses.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of giving your employees, a physical company card,
Right.
which can be, a bit risky,
Yeah.
you can issue them virtual cards
Okay.
for specific purchases
Yes.
or with certain spending limits.
So it's like a lot more control.
Way more control.
Yeah.
And you get real-time visibility into what they're spending,
Okay.
which is, a big plus.
That makes sense. Okay. So we talked about virtual cards. Is there anything else that Enfuce is doing that's kind of like, cutting edge?
Yeah, they're always innovating.
Hmm.
But one area that they're really focusing on is this idea of embedded finance.
Okay.
So have you heard of that term before?
I have, but I'm not really sure like
What it means?
yeah, what it means and how it's relevant to like what we're talking about.
Right. So it's basically the idea of integrating financial services
Okay.
into non-financial products or platforms.
Okay.
So like imagine, you're shopping online
Mhm.
and you want to buy something,
Yeah.
but you don't have enough cash on hand.
Okay.
Well, with embedded finance, you could apply for a loan,
Oh, wow.
like right there at the checkout,
okay.
without ever leaving the website.
So it's like super streamlined.
Super streamlined, yeah. And it makes financial services more accessible to more people.
Right, because you don't have to like go to a bank or
Go through all the traditional like hurdles.
yeah, the hoops. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's really cool.
And Enfuce is really well positioned to be a leader in this space because they have the technology, the expertise,
Right.
and the partnerships to make it happen.
So are there like any real world examples of how this is being used?
Yeah, actually there are. There are tons of examples starting to pop up.
Okay.
So think about, a ride-sharing app
Mm-hmm.
that lets you pay for your rides directly through the app.
Yeah.
Or a retailer that offers you like instant financing at the point of sale.
Right.
These are all examples of embedded finance.
That's really interesting. And I feel like it's only going to,
Become more common.
become more common. Yeah.
For sure. As more and more companies realize the potential, it's going to explode.
Yeah, that's a really exciting thought.
It is exciting. It's a whole new way of thinking about how we interact with financial services.
Well, on that note,
Yeah.
I think this has been a really fascinating deep dive.
It has. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. I mean, Enfuce is doing some seriously cool stuff.
They are.
And it's clear that they're really kind of like leading the way
Mm-hmm.
in this whole world of payments and making it, more accessible, more innovative.
Absolutely, yeah. They're not just like following the trends, they're setting the trends.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So for our listener, I think the big takeaway here is that, the world of payments is changing rapidly.
It is, yeah. It's evolving faster than ever.
Yeah. And Enfuce is a big part of that.
For sure.
So yeah, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the fascinating world of Enfuce.
It's been a pleasure.
And we'll catch you next time for another journey into the depths of knowledge.
Thanks for listening to the Nordic Venture Show. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more stories of innovation from the Nordics.